Good afternoon, how are we doing today? I want to have a chat to the other gentlemen out there and discuss when you're a father or father-to-be, that all you really want to do is work. Because my wife, she's 8 months pregnant, and I find it difficult now to enjoy activities that are not productive. Like I'm constantly thinking about ways to make more money ethically so that I can provide and protect my future fruit of my loins and my wife's. And other than that, I want to read books, read journal articles. I want to make juicy content. I want to keep my body strong. I'm trying to read the Bible. I'm trying to educate myself spiritually. I'm trying to stay attractive and avoid vices, things that can be destructive, like fast food, cigarettes, alcohol, illicit content. And I think that's normal. I think that's right, that you should find joy in productivity. Like the whole aim of life, I think, for a man is to create a world, build a world that you don't need a vacation or a holiday from, whereby you don't need to look forward to the weekend because the weekend is the moment. The weekday, your life, your projects, your long-term goals is the joy. You're not trying to escape from this moment so you can relax and enjoy yourself afterwards. The moment, the building, that is the end goal. Not what it builds, but to build, to work, to provide, to serve. That is the end goal. But it's difficult to find what you want to serve, something bigger than yourself. But when you find it, it's bloody brilliant and juicy. So I've actually also heard that the higher testosterone you have, the less capable of dopamine you're able to feel. So the more manly you are, the less you can find joy, like complete joy. Yes, you can still enjoy a moment, but you're not manic or euphoric and silly. You're more stoic. So I don't think the end goal is to be in a bliss state, like someone who's on heroin or who's just had an orgasm with a 18-year-old beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed virgin goddess, and you just had your way with her in a beautiful romantic rendezvous. No, that's not the end goal. The end goal is to build, protect, and provide, and better oneself, and keep next generation a little bit better. I think my parents, they did a great job. They had some room to grow, but I feel like myself and my wife are going to provide a much more effective stomping ground for our children to reach their full potential, and not to be in a state of nirvana and bliss, but to feel a sense of inner peace from knowing that they produce more than they take, and that the art is the gift of giving. And aim to be a gentleman, but aim to have strong convictions. Aim to be graceful. Aim to be well educated into a position of prominence, if by deservingly that you are someone of service, you deserve to have a higher platform. You deserve to have better sustenance because you're hip, you're trendy to what self-actualization is. You know that the biggest trap in society is being willing to do things, evil deeds, knowing that you got pleasure later. You're supposed to find the joy in the work itself. And when you do that, when you reframe your consciousness to not go through darkness so you can enjoy the light, when the light becomes a darkness, and it all starts a ripple effect. You get better at each job and you find it more enjoyable. Like the working out, you put more effort into having a nice home gym. Then you don't need to dread the gym. You become a better cook. You don't dread eating healthy. You get better at reading and discussing spiritual ideas that you read with people. and you kind of drop it like in a subtle way. You're not like in people's face, but you're more kind of gently about it. Then you're not. It's not a chore. It's not a chore to read spiritual texts as you start to learn how to read it tactfully, and to realize some of it is metaphorical. And having children, it shouldn't be like, gotta have. Guess I better shoulda. No, I mean, they're a version of you, and I don't know about you, but I love me, and I want to love me, but a miniature version. Because I remember when I was like 13 or 7, I had like such a fucking beautiful imagination. I'm hoping that if my child has half imagination I did, I can't wait to get to know them, because I'm 33 now. I'm not dead yet, but man, when I was 13, I just my brain was so beautiful. It was like constantly, like I could just have 10 minutes on the couch in the living room, and I could just have an entire screenplay that you've never seen before. I had like, Diana Wayne Jones, like entire encyclopedia knowledge of joy and mystery. And it's so, I think the closer you are to being born, the more easier you are connected to your sixth sense, your spiritual connection. So it's good to have children around, especially your own, because they are very spiritual and you can learn from them. And it's natural because it helps with your parents too. Like, I feel a bit lonely sometimes. I don't see my mum and dad much, but if I wasn't such a selfish see you in next Tuesday and had kids earlier, like 5-7 years ago, when my wife was in her early 20s, which would have been more practical, I'd already have a 7-year-old to hang out with, for Christ's sake. And they could start to help with the dishes, and they could take the dog for a walk, and then we could read together and analyze texts. It'd be amazing. But yeah, the moral of the story is, try to build a life that you don't need a vacation from.